We had arrived pretty early at the San Diego CBX bridge. As soon as we walked in, I went straight to the Volaris counter. I wanted to get more insight on how the process is in Tijuana with checking in our dog. And that's when we kind of had an issue. The Volaris employee asked to see our dog. I believe she thought he was a dog that was on the banned breed list. Then I showed her the paperwork, and so she said to proceed, so we did. We crossed through and made it to the Tijuana side. We did have to go through the Mexican immigration, where we didn't even have to declare or show any paperwork. It was only until we got to the Tijuana Volaris side that the employee kind of was questioning his breed as well and the size of the cage. I would say the most important thing is to verify and to confirm that the cage that you're taking is perfect enough for the animal to be able to stand on their own and to do a full circle within the cage, because that's what essentially was kind of holding us back, because our animal was hunched in the cage because he was so nervous. It looked like he didn't fit in there. But once we showed him that it could do a full circle and sit, he went ahead and let us proceed. But that was like an hour of trying to convince him and show him all the paperwork. And I honestly thought we were not going to be able to go through. So I was already really worried until he just kind of said, okay, you guys are good. After he cleared us and prepared his cage, he did ask us to wait a full hour in the check-in section, just so the animal wouldn't be in the luggage area by himself for too long, because it is cold and he was very nervous. So we didn't have any issues with that. But once they did take him in, we were able to cross over and get to the waiting area just in time to board the flight. I did want to record and mention some things that came to mind after I finished recording that video. If anybody from the Volaris team is watching this video, honestly, it is freaking confusing. Wish you guys were more clear about what exactly is needed, because it is a little confusing. On the Mexican side, the government is saying that you actually don't even need a health certificate anymore to cross, but then Volaris is requiring it, so it's an airline requirement. But if you can avoid going through CBX in San Diego and just flying from any other airport, I would definitely recommend doing so, because it was very stressful. And honestly, I didn't have a backup plan, and if it didn't work out, then I was just going to have to go back home, and I would have lost like $1,000 on that trip. The biggest frustration here is that Volaris is so hard to get in contact with. I don't want to talk to a robot. I want to talk to a person. And I just couldn't get anybody on the line. That was very frustrating. So Volaris, I know we all know that Volaris needs to do better, but they truly do. Overall, I would say it was an all right process. And to be clear, on the website, there's like only 3 requirements that the dog needs to meet to be able to fly in the belly of the plane, which is one, showing dog has had rabies shots within the past, like I think 5 months, and then a health certificate. And I think there was one more thing, but it was like very vague and it doesn't give you any other answers. And like if you try to Google it, nothing comes up. I asked a lot of people to read it for me, and we just